R.I.P. Young Dolph, the king of Memphis. So this new project, Paper Route Frank, is a posthumous release. So Dolph is speaking to us from beyond the grave. It has been a little over a year now since Dolph was killed, but throughout 2022, his artists on Paper Route Empire have been releasing dope projects with high replay value. I would strongly recommend Big Moochie Grapes East Haiti Baby, as that might have been the best one. So Dolph, being this legend and being one of the hardest working artists and CEOs in the game, was already sitting on a large amount of unreleased music. So apparently the bulk of this Paper Route Frank album had already been completed before his passing. There aren't a lot of details as to, the exact percentage of what was done or when it was exactly recorded, but the general consensus is that Dolph basically had it done and his label put on the finishing touches. So this project contains 13 tracks lasting approximately 39 minutes. It contains production from Bandplay, Drummer Boy, Sosa 808, CEO, Done Deal, and DJ Squeaky, and it features Key Glock, Gucci, 2 Chainz, Big Moochie Grape, and Snoop Bands. With that being said, let me go ahead and just hit y'all with this track by track breakdown. The first track, Fell in Love with the Streets, has an epic nocturnal trap beat from Done Deal. Here Dolph is talking about being turned out by the streets at a young age, allegedly even having sex at 7 years old. It's Dolph, so it really could have happened. As a whole, it's a dope opener to set the tone. Dolph in his braggadocio bag, motivating you to just want to go out there and get it. Track 2, Blindfold, is an eerie slapper produced by Bandplay. So whenever Bandplay and Dolph link, it's never a disappointment. This is a track that I feel could have been completed in the studio before his death. Dolph talks about how his cousin corrupted him early on with blame my cousin. He never should have had me watch blow. And I did like the game Dolph was spitting when he said, dudes all in their feelings acting like they on their cycle. You the realest dude in the world until you tell them, nah, then they don't like you. Which is complete facts on how it goes. Track 3, Whoa, has a slower, wavy trap beat from Sosa 808. I like how the whoa ad-libs or the hook was woven into the lyrics, and I can see this one being a standout for some folks because it is fairly catchy. Although I want to say it sounded like it could have been slightly unfinished, as we only got one verse from Dolph followed by the hook. But it's something smooth and laid back to vibe to nonetheless. Right after is which has a bouncy beat from Bandplay that's fun and up tempo for sure. Dolph is in his element here, doing some boasting, while also speaking on going back to his hood often to check on his older neighbors like Miss Tammy and his Aunt Rita. Yeah, this one was cool, so I don't have any complaints. Following this is the banger, That's How with Key Glock, so we are getting more of that Dumb and Dumber energy, and Bandplay was in his bag with this violin trap beat. This features the dynamic duo of Dolph and Glock doing what they do best, which is motivating the streets with their slick and amusing talk. Dolph reminds us rappers dick ride for clout. We don't do that at Paper Route. And Glock has a clever line, got water on water, finna donate to Flint. Now, track 6, Old Ways, is one of the 3 best songs on the project, without a doubt. This features a soulful Bandplay beat. I like the sparkling keys and the OJ sample. It's the definition of smooth riding music. Dolph was giving us more of his mature grown man side here as well. He talked about how his life changed once he had a son and a daughter, but somehow people still thought that he was stuck in his old ways. His baby mother was one of them, as she states, I love my baby mama to death, but she don't trust me. I asked her, would she marry me? She didn't say nothing. I'm sorry, baby, I can only be me, a hustler. I also really dug the lines, dudes feel my shit in their soul like a Pac song. That's an investment, not an ordinary watch on. So those lines really get, to the essence of what Young Dolph was about. Right after is Roster with Gucci. So while I like this band play instrumental, this one felt like it was an older song. Well, we do know for a fact that the Gucci verse is super old since he calls himself the Brick Squad boss. And his voice also sounds like the old Gucci as well. Yeah, I don't love this one, but vibe-wise, it's not bad. The following, Smoke My Weed, has a lit and hypnotic trap beat from Drummer Boy, and this one has the ingredients to be a strip club banger. Dolph's hook was catchy as well, and the production was very rich, so I can see it being a favorite for a lot of fans. I did like his lines, "I'm not a distinguished gentleman, I'm a distinguished trapper. They asked me what I do for fun. I said, shit on rappers." So Dolph just has so much swag and charisma on track. Immediately after is Always, produced by King CEO. So I did like the concept here where Dolph is, giving out his rules. But I thought the instrumental was a little generic for a Dolph album. Not to say that it was bad, but it just didn't feel up to snuff, instrumentally for a Dolph project, in my opinion. Track 10 is Beat Beat with 2 Chainz. This has a mellow and slowed down wavy beat from the legendary DJ Squeaky. So you're gonna get that timeless Memphis flavor here. And Dolph has some humorous lines like, "Mobbing in a foreign, I see a hater and I honk my horn. Pussy ass dude, your mama had a girl when you were born." And he takes a shot at Tekashi with "Take Lil Rainbow Dude back to jail and give us C Murder." 2 Chainz had a dope verse as well, coming through with that witty slick talk that we know him for. Track 11 is the anthem Hall of Fame, which was released as a first single on Dolph's birthday. Now, this has a stellar and thumping band play beat. Dolph was in his bag throughout this one, letting us know that he's the Frank Matthews of the South and that he belongs in the Trappers Hall of Fame. He talks about how he reached out to Jay-Z for a verse and even throws a shot at Gotti with showed up Plain Jane Broly, had a meeting with Rock Nation, but they got 4, 5, 6 rap dudes over there that be hating, but I still fuck with Jigga, tell him I got 2 million for him to do a verse, and if he don't, I still got love for him. Yeah, this one was hard with that signature Dolph sound, something inspirational for the streets. The second to last song is Infatuation with Drugs. It's a posse cut with 2 artists from Big Moochie Grape and Snoop Band. This has a feel good and slick beat from band play and some great flows from Big Moochie Grape and Snoop Bands. As a whole, it is a dope track, but I would have liked the verse from Paper Route Woo as well. Then the album wraps up with the single Getaway, which is one of the gems. It's really the best song on the project, and there's this chill, melancholy feel to it. Here we get an attractive vocal sample that plays at the end of each line, making it feel very complete and like a well-written song. Dolph was giving us some introspection again, talking about his desire to get away from the fame and the grind. He raps, "Been a while since I went to church. Hide my pain and tears in a verse. Don't nobody understand me. Fuck some fame, fuck a Grammy. I wish I could go be with my granny. Sacrifice it all for my family." So it's heartfelt words that show his state of mind before his passing. So overall, I'm going to give this project a rating of a strong 3.5 to 4 mics. We all know how posthumous albums can sound. They tend to be a mixed bag and in most cases disappointing. However, I feel this was one of the better ones. Kind of like that Phife Dawg album. I give them both 4 mics. It just felt like this could have actually been released by Dolph. The production had that distinct paper route feel and the vibes were solid throughout, and it could be played really from front to back with 0 skip. My only thing was that you could tell where some tracks were a little scant and Paper Route had to, touch them up more than others. But I think Dolph fans should be pleased with this album overall, as it gives us another opportunity to hear new and unreleased Dolph music, as this is his first full-length release in well over a year. Allegedly, Dumb and Dumber 3 had already been completed, according to Key Glock in an interview. So we'll be looking forward to that as well. Yeah, overall, good project that I can see myself playing a lot in the gym and In the Car. Long live Dolph. My favorite tracks include Fell in Love with the Streets, Blindfold, That's How, Old Ways, Smoke My Weed, Hall of Fame, Infatuated with Drugs, and Get Away. Let me know what you thought about this album in the comment section. It's your boy Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out, but be sure to hit that like button and please subscribe. As always, it's peace and blessings. Young Dolph, Paper Route Frank, 1.